Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to English Tutorials by Geeta Malhotra. How are you all, children? I hope you all are staying at home, you are safe, and taking the full advantage of this online classes and doing your work regularly. Children, make error-free notes so that it will be easy for you to learn those answers, and only question answers and word meanings you are supposed to write in your fair notebook. There is no need to write anything about characters, summary, or about the author. These notes, these handmade notes, are being sent to you just for your convenience. If any topic is there, any part is there which you have not understood, you will be having handmade notes of summary as well as about the author. Some chapter is a translated version of which, and earlier it was in which language, and later it was translated in English language by whom. Such notes, beta, we are making just for your convenience, just for your understanding. But in your fair notebook, you will be writing only word meanings and question answers. And you should also mention date, day, and chapter name and chapter's topic, title, sorry. So we had completed chapter 1, that was an eventful summer. Further, we had completed next poem 1, we have also completed, that is the power of music. Now it's the turn of chapter 2, a narrow escape. A narrow escape we are going to start today. I am going to tell you the content of this chapter. So let's start it. But majorly in this chapter, 3 characters are there. The very first chapter is Tyapa. Second is Tyapa's grandmother. And third is Englishman. Let's see how the story begins. A Narrow Escape is a story written by Leela Majumdar. A writer, Leela Majumdar, a writer of children's stories in Bengali. It tells the story of Tyapa and his experience in a hillside house. The story is set at a time during the Second World War when many people fled Calcutta, scared of it being bombed. They were being scared because at that time a fear was there that Calcutta, that place, will be bombed. So they fled from there. So one of the narrator's uncle's family had decided to move Kurseong in the Darjeeling district. A house was found, the rent was decided, but an old aunt, she was reluctant to go to an unknown place. She was refusing to move to a place which was quite unfamiliar for her. Aunt refused to move to a place she had not seen before. To solve that problem, her grandson Tyapa was sent to find out more about the place. So before settling down to an unknown place, Tyapa decided to look that place so that the comfortness, the accommodation, the convenience for living should be seen, and he went first of all to see all the convenience there. Tyapa arrived at the picturesque town and found his way to the house. He went there, he went to that place and found that house. There was no watchman waiting, but the door was unlatched, so he pushed it open and walked in. There was no watchman, but the door was opened, so without delay he went in. The house was beautiful, well maintained, wonderful views all around. What else was required? Whatsoever accommodations, whatsoever scenario was required to live comfortably, all the things were there. The house was well maintained. All over nice views were there. It was a clean, beautiful house. Just then it started raining so heavily. Suddenly, listen beta, Tyapa was supposed to see the house and he was supposed to go back so that he could tell about the surroundings to his relatives and the accommodations can be made. But suddenly it started raining and it lasted for 3 continuous days. Suddenly, while it was raining, he heard that a knock on the door. Tyapa opened the door to an old, drenched and cold Englishman with a briefcase. What he saw, that an old man was there. He had a briefcase in his hand. He was drenched. Obviously, it was raining, so he was drenched. For 3 days and night, while it rained, Tyapa and the Englishman stayed in the house. Obviously, they were stuck there. They couldn't go out because for 3 days continuously it was raining. Somehow Tyapa managed the food while the Englishman had only tea with condensed milk. Englishman, he had tea with condensed milk and Tyapa managed the food. After 3 days, when sunshine returned, Tyapa bid the Englishman goodbye. Finally, after 3 days, when it stopped raining, so Tyapa said bye to the Englishman. When he went back to Calcutta, his uncle had decided on a different location because he was supposed to come back after seeing the location where he went, but he couldn't come back because of heavy rain. So his uncle thought of any other place because Tyapa was late. Because Tyapa took too long to get back. Many years later, Tyapa decided to visit Kurseong again to the same house. After so many years, Tyapa decided to go to Kurseong to visit that particular place only, and the similar situation was there. Which similar situation? What kind of similar situation? Going by train, going by the same track, went into the house, no watchman was there, and adding flavor to the situation, it started raining also, as it started many years ago. So again it started raining. Again there was a knock at the door, and can you imagine, students, what could be there? Yes, obviously, if I am mentioning that similar situation was there, so when there was a knock at the door, he opened the door, Tyapa. He opened the door, and what he saw, that Englishman, the same Englishman was there. Tyapa was full of fear. He was shivering. He was quite shocked that after so many years, fine, the place would be the same, train could be the same, the house was same, but that Englishman, can he be here once again in the same drenched, wet, shivering situation? Tyapa was full of shock, full of fear, as if he had seen a ghost. So children, he ran faster as much as he could and left that place. So children, I hope the story is clear to you, and for I have tried to explain in a detailed manner, but still for more understanding, I would suggest you to refer to the chapter. Read the chapter, whichsoever words have been underlined, their meanings have been mentioned. Go through with them and make once again error-free notes also. Goodbye, children.